Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Technical Analysis Made Simple. This is the third part of support and resistance series. In this video, we will discuss about dynamic support and resistance. The agenda for today is what are dynamic support and resistance, and then we will look at some practical examples. So what exactly are dynamic support and resistance? So far, we have discussed only static support and resistance, that is, they are fixed at a certain area. If you remember demand and supply zones, they are areas and not a strict line. So, a dynamic support and resistance are very important because they helps one to trail the stop loss. Now, consider that if you enter a position, you start with a stop loss, but then once the positions start moving in your favor, you should ideally trail it so that you start booking some of the profits. This makes sense, right? Suppose you are at a profit of 50-60% and then market falls or the stock falls and you end up hitting the stop loss which was initially at a loss or maybe at your cost price, so your gains can be wiped out. This is the reason we have to trail the stop loss, and it is very important. This is one of the main parts of risk management. There are two ways in which this can be done, that is using trend lines and moving average. In this video, we will talk only about trend line. The moving average series will be discussed later and we will consider all the aspects of moving average under that. Let's look at some example. This is a chart of Maruti where I have marked entry and exit. Let's try to understand this chart. If you remember in the trend line video, we discussed that a trend line can be plotted once two touch points are available. So here if you see there is one touch point here, second touch point here. The third touch point is here, or you can say a pull towards the trend line. An entry can be taken at this place. I am taking the closing price of this candle because we need to see whether the close is a strong closing or not. As you can see, this candle is a very strong candle. So here if the entry price, let's say it is roughly 5500, and then your stop loss, initial stop loss, the entry price will be around 5518. Your initial stop loss will be here, which is something around, let's say, 5100. So initially your risk is 400 rupees on this stock. Okay. Now once it start making touch points, you can move your stop loss. So here your stop loss can be moved, then here your stop loss can be moved. In this case, you are basically riding a free trade. Your entry was 5518 and now your stop loss is something around 5900. So you are already nailing 400 bucks profit. Now the price went higher and then finally it broke the trend line here on this candle. If you take the closing price, this is something around 6618, which is 1000 rupees profit. So 1000 rupees profit on 5500 is roughly 18%. 18% in how many months? If you see, it is from June mid to September mid. That is 3 months, 18% profit. It is decent, right? Let's see some more examples. This is a chart of Reliance. Here we will combine demand zone and trend line. Let us try to understand. We had discussed in the earlier videos that this area was a stiff resistance for Reliance, and you can also see once this area was broken, what was the move like. So here the entry should have been on this candle because we have two touch point on the trend lines, and then the demand zone or the previous supply zone is broken here. So the entry can be taken at 1650 and then you keep trailing your stop loss. The first trail will be here and the second trail will be here. As you can see, there was not much opportunity to trail the stop loss actually. You could have trailed it here 1800, so that now this is your free trade. 150 bucks is already in your pockets. And then once you exit on this candle, this red candle, Here the closing price was around 2080. So this is a 400 rupees profit, or you can say 20 to 23% profit. This is in a period of similar 3 months. So 3 months, 20 to 23% profit with a simple trend line. Third example is that of Cosmo Films. We have already discussed that in our earlier videos, and here also we will combine demand zone and trend line. As you can see, this is the trend line. This is valid. It has a lot of touch points, and a valid entry point was on this candle because this was the previous supply zone. Here the supply zone was broken, it changed into demand zone, and the entry was somewhere around 315 316 rupees. Then you could have been in this trade. This was the first pullback, and then there were many other pullbacks. So your initial stop loss could have been this candle low, which is somewhere around 298.99, and then you could have trailed it to first here, then here, here, and now here. So as you can see, and this trade is still on, there is no exit signal yet. So as you can see, from 315, the stock has already went to more than 450 and the trade is still on. If you talk about your stop loss is somewhere around 430, which is 100 rupees or 33%. 33% in 5 months. Isn't it great? So this is how useful the trend lines are. Further, when we discussed about moving average, we will also discuss the method how moving average can be used to trail your stop loss. It remains similar, just that we have to use moving averages and they are also very good tool to trail your stop loss. That's all in this video, guys. If you have any questions, please drop down in the comment sections and I will try to answer them. Also, make sure you go through all the 3 videos of support and resistance series. This series completes here, and it is very important that one has a very good understanding of support and resistance because these are the building blocks of technical analysis. Thank you so much.